What's going on today, guys? We're here in the shop and we're going to be doing an oil change. That's right. Told you that'd be the next video. Got the oil change getting ready to go on the 2020 Ford Escape, the big Eco Boost. So we're going to pull it in here. We're going to get the oil changed and we're going to test out some new stuff. We got that right there. If you didn't see the last video of the unboxing, check that out. Alright guys, let me just pull this in and we'll get to this oil change. I'm going to show you how to do it step by step on a 2020 Ford Escape with the big Eco Boost. Let's pull her in. These new fancy cars, you gotta pull the stupid latch twice. Right. Alright guys, let's get to this oil change. Alright guys, I'm gonna grab the new Hobo Freight. The new Hobo Freight Pittsburgh 2-ton. Actually guys, I don't think we're going to use the jack stands this time. Let's just jack this bad boy up. It's a good jack. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys, we got the super duper creeper. Yeah, buddy. Nothing but the best. Let's get this bad boy under there and let's get this oil changed. Alright guys, we got the super duper creeper under there. There's your oil drain plug. Now I believe that's a 15 or a 16 millimeter. Now, you could use a wrench, you could use a regular wrench. You could use a socket, or you can use, breaker bar. Me, I'm going to go with, I'm going to choose to go with a ratchet wrench. Alright, let's get underneath this car and let's get this oil draining. Alright guys, let's get this oil draining. By the way, this is a 16 millimeter. Let's get her draining, guys. Let's get her done. Makes it easy, guys. A ratchet wrench. There she flows. She's a little dirty. She's got a lot of oil in her, guys. I forget if this takes like more than 6 quarts. I don't know. Let's let this drain and we'll be right back. All right, guys, she's just about drained. Wipe off my drain plug. Gasket seems good. We've never had any leaks. Let me know in the comments if you guys change your oil in your 2020 Ford Escape. Let me know how it went for you. If you guys are liking this video, please like, comment, share, and most important, subscribe. I love these ratcheting wrenches. You don't need to snug it down until a new world's been built. All right, that's that. Let's get the oil filter. All right, guys, get the oil filter right there. I'm gonna use my oil filter wrench. I really like these for all different size oil filters, so let's get that off and get this thing done. All right. Here we go. Oh, it's got a car craft. Somebody didn't, you know, tighten it to the moon, thank God. There's no need to tighten the oil filter till, you know, you bust a blood vessel. Trust me. There she goes, a little drippy deepy dee down. All right, I am making sure that the gasket is still on either here or on your motor. Make sure you check that. You don't want double gasketed or you're gonna end up with a big ass mess. Let's go over here and grab our new oil filter. Of course, I go with nothing but the best. You know. Oh no, this was O'Reilly's. All right, let me get this thing off and we'll put some oil in and throw it back on the car. All right, guys, and this car does take a 520 full synthetic. Shout out to the guys at O'Reilly's. If you ever want to sponsor me, you know, just hit me up. Like I say, I like to put oil in there just so it doesn't have a dry start. Can't put too much because once you tilt it, make sure you always lube your gasket. Got some looby-dooby on there, buddies. All right, let's get back underneath the car and install this oil filter. All right, guys, we're back underneath the car. Let's get this oil filter installed. See how she ain't leaking out? But she's got her oil on her. She's got her oil on her. I cleaned the surface. Now, like I always say, there's no need to tighten it down until the, you know, threads bust out. Hand tight. That's all you need. She's good. Let's go put some oil in her. All right, guys, let's just get this oil in the vehicle. Let's go. Now, from what I've read online, this thing's take over 6 quarts. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's got a racing deep sump oil pan. I don't know. But here we go. And this one is obviously the 5-quart. What I'm going to do is I'll fill this up, empty it out, check it out. This is 5 quarts. I did buy 7 just to be safe. That's 5. All right, guys, let's give it a check at 5. I don't want to oil overfill it. That's for dang sure. Tell you what, this isn't the best reading dipstick I've ever seen in my 40 plus years of working on cars. This thing is so hard to read. Terrible dipstick design, Ford. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Nah, from what I can tell, she's at the ad. Let's throw one more quart and check it again. All right, guys, it's quart number 6. It looked like it was at the ad, so we dump another quart in her. Worst comes to worst, you just have to drain it. All right, let's give her another look-see-loo. Tell you, this is the worst dipstick I've ever come across in over 40 years of working on cars. Terrible. Looks like she's full. Let's start her up, make sure she ain't got no leaks, and then we'll check it again. All right, guys, I gave her a start. I'm telling you, this is the worst dipstick to read ever I've seen in my life. Let's try and see if we can read it. I believe she's full. That was 6 quarts. Let's check the underneath. All right, guys, I just checked the underneath. Oil filter's not leaking. Drain plugs are not leaking. That's a very, great success. So that's going to do it for this oil change on a 2020 Ford Escape with the big Eco Boost. If you guys love this kind of content, make sure you like, comment, and most important, share and subscribe. All right, guys, let me just say this. That jack, very awesome. And like I said, we're going to have test this thing out, the Arc Captain welder. We're going to be doing a lot of things on this channel, guys, so you don't want to miss anything. So if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you on the next one.